welcome to another YouTube video. This is part 3 of the Vietnam series. So this morning we took a 2-hour ride to south of Hanoi, and we're heading to the Nin Binh province, which is also known as Vietnam's inland Halong Bay. But we're currently at a restaurant right now. We had some bus issue at a rest stop earlier, so we went to the restaurant first to eat. This restaurant looks pretty cool. The aesthetics and the scenery is very vibey as always. But after the restaurant, we'll be heading to a boat ride, which is 2 hours on the Tham Coc stream. So expect to see some pretty cool scenery, and I'm also very excited as well. But before we get to that, I'm gonna show you what we're eating. Some stir fry with some egg roll and some shrimp. Alright guys, we're gonna try some goat right here. Looks pretty good. Normally this kind of meat is gamey, but they season it pretty well where you don't really taste it. We're in the Nin Binh province, and we're gonna go on our boats. We got the tickets ready. I've been informed that per boat, only 2 people can be on a boat, so it seems like it's gonna be a small boat. Yes, chào chị. Come on. Con bạn này thì actually a little nervous right now because this boat feels kind of unstable, and if I fall over, I feel like all my camera equipment is gonna be cooked. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
You guys can take your light charges off over. We got the walkie-talkies, y'all, so we can communicate with each other.
This is gonna be a 2-hour boat ride. This is the Tham Coc stream that you see in the background. And along the way, we'll see spectacular scenery while gliding along the river with rice paddies and ranges of limestone mountain peaks towering above us. So, description definitely checks out. Our
Can you repeat that, Tim?
driver is very advanced, using their feet to bipedal the boat with no hands. Are you liking it so far? So we got Victor right there, and this is our guide. Her name is Lindsay.
Oh my god!
I feel like I'm sailing into Jurassic Park. Like an hour plus into our trip. I have to say so far that this river ride has been very chill.
It's beautiful here, so you know, a lot of sightseeing, mountains, so if you love nature, you'll definitely like this.
If you're ever wondering if you should take this tour, the boat ride on the Tham Coc River, I highly recommend it. I found out that it's almost like a lottery system out here in terms of like how these people can work. So if you have enough people or the tour guide selects you, then you can essentially come out here and then, you know, work on the boat. Kind of being out in Vietnam, seeing the people work and everything gives you a greater appreciation of what you have back at home, because people out here are, you know, working hard, and you know, they're making it by, and on like very little compensation, I feel like. So try to offset that by giving her a good amount. It's just, so sometimes I feel like I have it really good, and always humbles you and keeps you grateful for everything. We're at a haircut place right now because Jason and I actually need a haircut. He's actually in there first, so he's gonna get his hair shampooed, followed by me. But I'm asked for my normal haircut, which is a low fade.
To reach your hand, roll about like a half centimeter.
Yogurt sauce with sweet onion chicken just came out.
Wow.
So this is a cheesy chicken,
I didn't know you drove bikes.
and then soy sauce wings over here. We're gonna try a cheesy chicken. Never had a cheesy chicken, but it looks pretty fire. Yeah. That is very good. The crust has a cheesy, crispy flavor on the outside that's salty, but with a hint of sweetness, I feel like. Welcome to day 10 of this trip. We are currently in Halong Bay, so we took a 2.5-hour bus ride from Hanoi to Halong Bay. And what we're doing today is pretty much, we're going on a little boutique cruise. So it's kind of like think about like Carnival or like Royal Caribbean, but on a smaller scale. So like that boat out there. So we'll be doing an overnight here. We're gonna get to swim today, so I'm pretty excited. And I'm taking along for the vibes.
Where'd it go sour?
Onto the room tour. 2 twin beds, views with a very small balcony, and then we go over to the restroom. It's not bad. Alright guys, switching to my iPhone because I am not taking my Sony out here. It's kind of raining and drizzling at the same time. We're currently walking in the jungle with the boys. Let me know how the quality and the audio on this iPhone footage looks, by the way. We're hiking right now, and this is 400 steps. Check out the formations in the ceiling. Bro said that was a shotgun that shot all up into the ceiling. So from this angle, you can kind of see the whole cave and just the depth of it all the way back there. Let me know if y'all can see the dragon here. So we're talking about that's the mouth and the head. Follow along with its body and its tail right there. Back in room now, just took a shower, freshened up, getting ready for dinner. But before I do head out to dinner, I'll kind of give you my feedback and also experience on the excursions that we did today. Now, starting off with the cave tour, that was dope. I definitely enjoyed that a lot and I highly recommend it. Where the excursions fell short was with Halong Bay's beach, where we got to go swim. So to be fair, in the months of July and August, it does rain more. So that affected the water's clarity. So it wasn't as clear as I expected, but also while swimming and after swimming in the water, you feel and smell fishy. Just letting everyone know who is interested in visiting Halong Bay in these months and just to be aware of that. Some after dinner festivities right now. We got the bros in the back, squid fishing. A pretty short line with the lure. What I'm doing is kind of applying the same principles of what I do when I normally fish with the lure. It's just kind of jig it on the bottom. But I question if this is gonna catch anything because the line is really short and the lure is kind of big. So if we're gonna catch a squid, it's gonna be pretty large. It is day 13 to our trip, so we're about 2 weeks in, and we are on the last leg of the trip, which is 1 week out. So we are currently at the Hanoi International Airport in Hanoi. Our next destination is going to be Soc Trang, which is the very south or southern tip of Vietnam. We're going to spend about 2 days there, and from there we're going to fly over to Da Nang and then spend about 4 days. And then from there, we're gonna fly back to Saigon, spend about 2 days there before heading back home. First things first, we're gonna try to find some coffee. I did see a Star Cafe back there, and also a Starbucks. But I will say, walking around here, this is one of the nicer airports in Vietnam that I've been to. It's gonna settle on Highlands Coffee. We are finally in Soc Trang. We are checking in our hotel right now. This hotel is called the Not Too Palace. From the looks of it, it looks pretty vibey. What I noticed out here is since we are pretty south in the southern part of Vietnam, there are not many tourists here. But then again, this city is not very popular for tourists to come. Why we're here is essentially this is my pops' hometown. So we came back here to kind of see how we grew up and how things have changed. 7,009. Let's see, locked in on 2 twin beds. Views are pretty solid. We got the white interior bathroom with the standing shower. Dub. It's actually the house that my pops grew up in. So I actually give you all a little tour of the back. But way places are at in Vietnam is that they have the business on the floor and their living quarters are upstairs. So it's actually pretty efficient.
Oh yeah, we have everything. It's not bad. We slip on it.
This is my pops' old bedroom right here, guys. It's another room.
So this.
This is the specialty right here.
Rode mopeds here for the very first time. It's actually pretty live. My moped actually ran out of gas, so we're gonna refill it. I'm gonna try to get some clips in, but this is my first time actually like riding mopeds here, so I'm a little bit like hesitant with filming and also riding at the same time. But it's a vibe, man. I honestly feel like a local here. We stopped by for some coffee and we stumbled upon this mall. Actually, it's pretty nice in here. It has like 4 stories. But this is the VinFast. This is like the Tesla in Asia. I'm sitting here drinking my little frappe. I noticed that here, everyone really stares at you. Essentially, like, they don't get a lot of tourists here, and us being foreigners, they just tend to like look at us. So it's kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. What is up, guys? Welcome to another day. So with the last vlog, we ended off in Soc Trang, and I was supposed to get some footage for that day, but we actually got food poisoning. And so actually me and all the bros caught it, and we had like, you know, basically your normal symptoms, which is like diarrhea, chills, and like fever and like vomiting. So didn't get any footage yesterday, but we're at the airport now. We're gonna be flying from Kanto. We're gonna fly from here to Da Nang. We're gonna be spending about 3 to 4 days before flying out to Saigon for the last leg of the trip. But we're at the airport now, getting our appetites back. So the one thing with what I see right now, we ordered some food. So with this is beef noodle soup at the airport. I am going to avoid all greens, so we'll be taking these greens out for sure, not to risk it. Because what we ate in Soc Trang, we ate a lot of the veggies there, and the way they wash their food is, you know, basically with water. So definitely don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. Okay, 2 twin beds.
Beach is right here, though.
Beachfront view. Restroom. Standing shower. Pretty solid. Overall, this resort is giving me very Mexico vibes. Pretty solid. Room looks good, shower looks good. Also with the beachfront is a big plus. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the vlog here. And we're gonna be staying in Da Nang for the next 4 days. If y'all want me to vlog the next 4 days here in Da Nang on a separate video, let me know down below. With that being said, thank you for making this far in the video. And as always, peace.